Hi, welcome to today's vlog. I'm Mandakini. I'm a multidisciplinary artist. For a change, I thought I will vlog about my work, a commissioned artwork, which is quite interesting, and show you a little behind the scenes. I tried to film this a little in the end of the project because I was running on a very crazy schedule lately. Especially all of November and December were packed with both workshops, art classes, and a lot of commission work as well. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the video and you will see me talk about it. I think I was in the middle of the project when I first started filming it and speaking about the entire process about it. So you will see me speak very loud and in a very fast pace because I was just in a crazy rush to finish the project. But now it's done and I'm taking the final shots of the finished artworks, and the next process that is left for me is to basically sign them and pack them and put up some nice lovely stickers which we got done finally for my work. So you will see all of that along with the entire process of one particular illustration. It's a set of 12 illustrations, and yeah, let me take you behind the scenes for this one. So it was an interesting idea. So my client gave me a list of references in terms of what each character would be. Like, one of the grandpa would be a crocodile, but since his profession is doctor, so he was wearing like a stethoscope, and the animal was a crocodile. So each family member had an animal character given to them, and based on their interests, I had to come up with the illustration. Now, this was interesting at first to hear about, oh, that is so cute, that is so cool. But the task remained was to decide how they were going to look, what kind of colors I was going to use, the mood board of it. And we of course wanted the characters to look very cute. Like, I want them to look like a proper illustration coming out of a storybook. So keeping that in mind, I started working on it, and I also thought like it would be nice to give a little bit of those scallop shaped ribbon around each character. That will be like a good theme to go with. I wanted to have more soft neutral colors to it, so I used a lot of pastel tones towards them. I tried to add a little bit of background in some places. Some I left them very simple. Some places I gave a little illustration of flowers and butterflies. And so yeah, so as I started working on each of the characters, I started adding more of those details related to each character. But it started getting interesting. Like, once I got the flow of it, it started getting interesting. At first, I started working on a sketch on my iPad. I use Procreate most of the time. I created some sketches. I shared it with my client. She loved all of them. And the majority of tweaks or corrections were like the character had these kind of things. Can you add this to the character, like a badminton to the character, or they're holding a specific object in their hands, those kind of things. And I added as requested. And now once that was done, it was actually putting it onto the paper and then working on the colors. So that took a while, and I thought, I know there are about 12 illustrations. I thought it will be quick, but as and when I started working on it, it just kept getting more and more. It looks very simple, but it was quite time-taking. Teddy, and there's also one little illustration done by their nephew. I'll show you a little glimpse of him coming to the studio and working on that artwork as well. So I made a quick sketch for the kid. He wanted to paint a cow. So we thought, okay, we'll follow the theme of the artworks that I had in mind. And I picked the colors, I kept everything ready. The nephew, the little kid came. He's just 4 years old. It was really interesting. He was the sweetest little kid to work with. He came, he followed the instructions very, very keenly and did the artwork, and it's probably the most precious thing I've ever seen. So majority of the work is done in the last few days. There were times when I would just carry some of the illustrations home and work till late in the night because I had other commission works, I had deadlines, I had workshops, I have my art classes during the day. So that gives me very little amount of time to work on my commission works with the current schedule that I have. So that is how I basically got the work done. So all I am left right now is to either do the backgrounds for most of the illustrations because the details of the characters are done, and then it's like the other way around basically. So the backgrounds are all done, the base colors are all done. I have to just do the details part, which is adding the eyes, the nose, which is something I usually leave it for the end. So only those things are left. Like for this illustration over here, the entire illustration, background, everything is done. All I have to do is just add the eyes for it. And so is this one. This one is pretty much done. Like everything over here is done. I have to just add more colors to the scallops around it, like the frame around it. And this is completely done. And here, these artworks are majorly to do with the background colors. So yeah, since I don't have enough table area, I've left them all on the wall for now. So I know what I have to work with and what else is left. So this is pretty much it. I have some artworks put up here as well, so I could finalize them, utilize the colors that I've already mixed, and if anything requires that certain color, I just go directly there and paint it. Doesn't really work sometimes, but it's just how it is. So this was about the current illustration. As you can see, there are a bunch of other personal projects happening simultaneously. There is my camera illustrations. I finished almost 4 of them. I finished like fully. The 5th one is halfway through and the 6th one is incomplete. So I have to finish this because currently I have the reels being posted on Instagram in a good flow and I want to maintain that flow. That is there. So yeah, it isn't all that simple. I know I don't post as much as I used to before, but this is the amount of work that's going on at the studio right now. So these 2 illustrations are the only 2 ones which I haven't fully completed. Like the background is still pending and the details as well. So here I need to do the background. The main character is still not done. The main character is done, no background, but I want to add a little more details to the shirt part of this one. So this is all that is pending. This is almost done. I just have to tweak a little with some details, but that's pretty much it. These are all the materials I'm using. Very rarely is my studio this clean, just so you know. It's never this clean. It's a mess. Once I start working on it, it all goes up. Now that it's all completed, all of the artworks, all 12 of them are done. I got some really good shots during the afternoon light that comes into my studio room. I got some really good pictures, but now the biggest challenge has been how to get the right frames. Initially, I thought I would work on proper framed canvases, but then I changed my mind. I wanted to work with a different medium of paint, and then I moved on to working with gouache and a bit of acrylic. acrylics. I also tried using a little bit of chalk paint in them. So it basically became a mixed media, which I wanted to use mainly on a good handmade cotton paper. That way, now I have these beautiful painted paper sheets basically instead of a canvas. And I wanted to get a good wooden frame, like a beechwood frame, but none of the frame suppliers that I know were ready to supply them in the time frame that I was looking for. In fact, they didn't have any of those available. Because of this, I had to come up with another plan, which is basically me intervening in the whole framing process. So I got the frames ready and I got them back to my studio, and I had to paint them to a certain shade that easily blends with the aesthetic of the artwork. So wherever it is placed, whichever colored wall it's placed on, it gives the right tone that I'm looking for. So that's how it happened. And the biggest other part was my printer wasn't giving the right colors that I wanted for my authenticity certificates, and I had to put this on a hold for a bit now. So that was what happened for this particular project, guys. I hope you enjoyed the process. I wish I could share a bit more about it, or maybe I've already shared too much. I don't know. It's an attempt to sharing my work process so far. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys soon.